Okay, guys, here we go with our English, Chapter 7, Lesson 2. And this is more about conjunctions. So let's go ahead and get started. Before we get started, when we get to the jingle section, I'm probably going to skip that. Not that you should, you need to do it, but I'm going to skip it so that the video is not quite as long.
70. Today's agenda includes Jingle Time, where you will practice jingles 14 through 16. During Grammar Time, we will classify practice sentences and recite the noun check. We will also review 7 parts of speech. During Skill Time, we will review clauses and study compound sentences. We will also learn to identify simple and compound sentences and correct comma splices and run-on sentences. For the assessment, you will complete Classroom Practice 26. Let's begin. Today during Jingle Time, I'd like you to practice jingles 14 through 16. You can find them in the Jingle section on page Q7. Be sure to practice each jingle 3 times.
Okay, I'm going to skip forward here.
As can be.
And give a shout.
If you come across some unfamiliar words as I read through, let's do. Before we begin classifying these practice sentences, let's do a quick vocabulary check. As I read through each sentence, be sure to look for any words that are unfamiliar to you. If you come across some unfamiliar words, be sure to check in with your teacher. Sentence 1. My little poodle whined and rubbed against my leg for a puppy treat. Sentence 2. He and his friend hopped on their new scooters beside our garage. Sentence 3. We gazed at the gorgeous view and beautiful sunrise over the Atlantic Ocean.
My little poodle whined and rubbed against my leg for a puppy treat.
Okay, a couple things. Try to pause the video and then try to do this on your own, and then go back and hear what she's actually saying. Remember, she goes quickly, but make sure you pause the video and just give it your best.
What whined and rubbed against my leg for a puppy treat? Poodle, subject, noun. What is being said about poodle? Poodle whined and rubbed. Compound verb, compound verb. Against preposition. Against what? Leg, object of the preposition. Whose leg? My, possessive pronoun adjective. For preposition. For what? Treat, object of the preposition. What kind of treat? Puppy, adjective. A, article adjective. And conjunction. What kind of poodle? Little, adjective. Whose poodle? My, possessive pronoun adjective. Subject, noun, verb, pattern 1, skill check. Against my leg, prepositional phrase. For a puppy treat, prepositional phrase. Period, statement, declarative sentence. Go back to the verb. Divide the complete subject from the complete predicate.
Okay, so some of you forgot to put compound verb. You just wrote verb, CV, or you just wrote verb V instead of compound verb. Remember, those conjunctions clue you in that you've got a compound. So you've got to label those correctly. So in exercise, in practice 25, some of you made that mistake. The other thing that I saw frequently is people did not label what type of sentence it was, a declarative, an exclamatory, so on. So make sure you're getting those done as well.
He and his friend hopped on their new scooters beside our garage.
Again, pause the video, make sure that you're giving it a shot on your own. Okay?
Who hopped on their new scooters beside our garage? He and friend. Compound subject pronoun, compound subject noun. What is being said about he and friend? He and friend hopped, verb. On preposition. On what? Scooters. Object of the preposition. What kind of scooters? New. Adjective. Whose scooters? Their. Possessive pronoun adjective. Beside preposition. Beside what? Garage. Object of the preposition. Whose garage? Our. Possessive pronoun adjective. Whose friend? His. Possessive pronoun adjective. And conjunction. Subject noun verb pattern 1 skill check. On their new scooters prepositional phrase. Beside our garage prepositional phrase. Period, statement, declarative sentence. Go back to the verb. Divide the complete subject from the complete predicate.
Here's another thing that fooled quite a few people, and that was the possessive pronoun adjective. Last week, that was the word their. That's a possessive pronoun adjective. In this sentence, you actually have three. You have his, their, and our. So don't be fooled by those. And the correct labeling, possessive pronoun adjective, PPA. Okay?
We gazed at the gorgeous view and beautiful sunrise over the Atlantic Ocean.
Pause your video, give it a shot.
Who gazed at the gorgeous view and beautiful sunrise over the Atlantic Ocean? We, subject pronoun. What is being said about we? We gazed, verb. At preposition. At what? View and sunrise. Compound object of the preposition. Compound object of the preposition. What kind of sunrise? Beautiful, adjective. And conjunction. What kind of view? Gorgeous, adjective. The article adjective. Over preposition. Over what? Atlantic Ocean, object of the preposition. The article adjective. Subject noun verb pattern 1 skill check. At the gorgeous view and beautiful sunrise prepositional phrase. Over the Atlantic Ocean prepositional phrase. Exclamation point, strong feeling, exclamatory sentence. Go back to the verb. Divide the complete subject from the complete predicate.
Okay, so as you can see in that,
Noun check.
I'm going to pause that. As you can see in that, I'm going to see if I can get back to that real
Subject from the complete predicate.
pause. Thank you. Okay, so now as you can see, this one's a little more challenging because you've got a compound object of the preposition. I know it's challenging. I know that this is new to you as far as labeling compound uh, parts of speech. Give God your best. It is not the end of the world if you make a mistake. Just learn from it, right? And then Atlantic Ocean is considered one noun. So that can be a little bit tricky. Some of you may have labeled Atlantic as an adjective. I get it. I get it. Don't let that discourage you. This is all part of the learning process. Okay? All right, guys. I think we're going to stop here for this segment, and I'll make the other two segments of this video in just a moment so that you're not trying to get all of this in one segment. Okay, so that was segment one.